So the AIMIM has now officially entered into the poll fray in Tamil Nadu with an alliance with TTV Dinakaran's Amma Makkal Munnetra Karagam. The AIMIM has finalized a seat-sharing agreement with TTV Dinakaran's party and will contest 3 seats in the state. Owaisi is set to address a media briefing later in the day today on this development. The states that have been allotted to the AIMIM include Vaniambadi. You also have Krishnagiri and Shankarapuram. After finalizing the agreement, TTV Dinakaran also called for a mega meeting that's slated to happen on March 12th in Chennai. Asaduddin Owaisi will be present for this meeting. In 2016, the AIMIM did contest the elections. They contested from the Vaniambadi constituency and they had polled about 10,000 votes in that seat.
What is the situation in Tamil Nadu, sir?
Tamil Nadu will definitely contest. And tomorrow I will tell you one development is going to happen. I'll let you know by tomorrow.
Aligning with DMK is an option?
I will tell you tomorrow.
So clearly, Owaisi is no longer a leader just from Hyderabad. He's focusing on expanding his party, the AIMIM's presence in other states, south states like Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Owaisi has also already made inroads in Gujarat, in Maharashtra and Bihar. Here's a report on how Asaduddin Owaisi is now expanding his political ambitions.
Once taunted as Hyderabad's Mohalla leader, who fancies himself as a national leader, he is now spreading his wings for real. From Hyderabad, AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi has made inroads into Gujarat, Maharashtra, Bihar, and now is out on a mission south. Throwing up a surprise, the AIMIM has just entered into an alliance with Shashikala and TTV Dinakaran's AMMK for 3 Tamil Nadu assembly seats: Vaniambadi, Krishnagiri and Shankarapuram. Tamil Nadu has been on Owaisi's mind for a while now. In 2016, when the AIMIM tried its luck in Tamil Nadu, contesting 2 seats, it was not seen as a potent force. However, the AIMIM managed to poll about 10,000 votes from Vaniambadi, the constituency it contested. Earlier this year, the DMK tried to forge ties with AIMIM in the state, but was forced to retreat due to pressure from its Muslim allies, Indian Union Muslim League and Manitanaya Makkal Kachchi. But it is not just Tamil Nadu. After successfully retaining 44 seats in the fiercely contested Hyderabad civic polls, the party is now eyeing the neighbouring state of Andhra Pradesh.
BJP government se, Delhi government se demand karta hu.
Contesting civic polls in Kurnool, Anantapur and Vijayawada. So far, it has attracted large crowds.
10 तारीख को आप जब अपने घर से पूरे इत्मीनान के साथ निकलकर अपना एक वोट मजलिस इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन के हक में डालेंगे, ये इलेक्शन छोटा दिख रहा है वाईएसआरसीपी को, मगर मैं ये देख रहा हूं कि आंध्र प्रदेश में हम एक तारीख रकम करेंगे। यहां से हमारे सियासी सफर का आगाज होगा इंशाअल्लाह।
While the elections may not see the AIMIM make the kind of splash it made in Bihar, Owaisi is already planning ahead, looking to contest the 2023 assembly elections in Karnataka. The districts in North Karnataka, which were once part of the old Hyderabad state ruled by the Nizam, are in particular on the radar. Owaisi announced the name of Ilyas Seth as the AIMIM candidate from Gulbarga North, an indication that despite the allegations, he is keen to explore opportunities on new political turf. From Bengal in east to Tamil Nadu, Andhra and Karnataka in south. Is Owaisi playing the vote cutter as his detractors allege, or he's simply a force to reckon with? With T.S. Sudhir and Ashish, Bureau Report, India Today.
So today we're expecting that Asaduddin Owaisi will hold a press conference where he's going to give more details about exactly what his blueprint is looking like in the state of Tamil Nadu. What we know is that he is in alliance with the Amma Makkal Munnetra Kazhagam, which is TTV Dinakaran's party, and that alliance itself is very, very interesting. But I want to explain to you exactly what the Owaisi factor in Tamil Nadu is all about. It essentially highlights that Asaduddin Owaisi doesn't want to remain as a Hyderabad politician. He has a pan-India ambition, and with every assembly election, he's now picking out states to contest from. He could be a factor in the elections. He could dent the Muslim vote bank, which has traditionally gone with the Dravidian parties, particularly with the DMK. He could challenge the Muslim allies of the DMK. Remember that the DMK has also got the IUML and several other parties in its alliance. That could no longer be a factor that could work in DMK's favour. The AIMIM may eat into the vote share of the IUML as well as the MMK, and this will be a serious worry for the DMK, which has strategically assigned a certain number of seats to IUML and MMK. Owaisi's inclusion in Tamil Nadu politics may widen AIMIM's presence in South after Bihar. Remember that Owaisi has also announced that he's going to be fighting the civic polls in Andhra Pradesh, and now this development in Tamil Nadu as well makes it very clear that the AIMIM is looking to expand its political footprint in the South.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.